Hello and welcome to the Joseph Campbell Foundation Mythological Roundtable Group of Mumbai, India. My name is Linn and I lead a group in Ojai, California where Campbell used to teach. And I also host a radio show for the Santa Barbara News Press called U.S.A, in which I interview various students, scholars, and artists of story and mythology. After a recent interview with Chris Downing, I was looking for different groups that might be interested in the episode, and that's when I came across the University of Mumbai mythology students. This quickly led to conversation with Dr. Sunil, and it rolled into the interview with Madhavi, as well as this roundtable group. So already it's been very exciting to connect with a group of mythology scholars and myth lovers across the world. It's been a deeply fulfilling and exciting experience to participate in the ongoing growth and synthesis of a global mythological community. So on one level, I look forward to the academic collaboration of students at University of Mumbai and Pacifica Graduate Institute. On another, I'm also excited about the proximity of both of our groups to Hollywood and Bollywood. I will soon be teaching myth at a film school in LA, and as many of you know, Madhavi consulted for the recent show Mahabharat. So if I may say so myself, I actually believe that myth and modern storytelling are destined to be together like Rama and Sita. Actually, in the U.S., Campbell's theories are actually already wildly popular in Hollywood. The hero's journey has been learned and mastered by a majority of the great American filmmakers. Yet the text has not been translated into Hindi. So I'll tell you a funny story, actually, that the curator of Campbell's collections actually told the group that meets in Ojai. He said that after Campbell saw Kubrick's film 2001: A Space Odyssey, he saw it as evidence that great storytellers would kind of revert to his natural theory, as his natural story structure. It was only later that he learned that Kubrick had read and been heavily influenced by his work. George Lucas and Francis Ford Coppola, Steven Spielberg, and Ron Howard, these guys were more overt and outspoken about the influence Campbell had on them, and they did a documentary with Campbell that I highly recommend. You can find it on YouTube. Later, Chris Vogler made the theory, Hero's Journey, very popular with his book, in which he translated the theory from myth into the language of film, and then he consulted on Lion King, and so since then, the theory has become extremely pervasive, to say the least. Disney has especially mastered it. So while we do our academic thing in this group and pursue the study of mythology, I also recognize these meetings as Campbell's entry point into India with all of his offerings. And as we pursue ancient mythologies of the past, I bring up this mention of movies because I think it's important to always keep in mind the vitality of stories retold, as well as the living mythic qualities of our newest stories. So there are 60 roundtables in 4 continents, and I can tell you that while many of the participants are storytellers and academics, at the same time, many of us come for completely different reasons. Perhaps a majority of us come because there are few opportunities to have such deep and meaningful conversations about mythology that stimulate the imagination and fertilize the soul. So whether you're here as an academic, as a storyteller, or even for deeper reasons, welcome. I look forward to the ongoing development of the Joseph Campbell Foundation Mythological Roundtable Group of Mumbai, India.